Hi guys. So that was interesting. When technology is doing things with us, and breathe. So apologies guys, we are about 6 minutes late, but I will stay with you for that 6 minutes longer. This is 45-minute lunchtime hangout call, and unfortunately and sadly only on my own, because me and Martina and I, we're trying to do our very best to for both of us to be together, because I just feel so lonely without doing this without her. So please interact with us, send me a messages, send me your hellos, your questions, you know, so I feel that we are connected here, guys. And yeah, Martina is saying a little cry face, I miss you darling, I miss you. Yes, but you know, let's go ahead. Technology failed us, so-called, and we are still working on being able to broadcast together, being able to do this thing together. So please bear with us. We are totally getting there. Okay. Also, last couple of weeks we didn't broadcast because Martina was in US. Woohoo! She's yeah, she's amazing. And bit of little jet setter. And me, last week I was just having probably one of the most challenging times of my life, like days, like really tough. And you know, even though I'm like super strong, and I really needed to take some time for myself, so I did, and I am back, which is a good news, and I'm really genuinely happy that I can be here and we can do our little broadcasting. Hello Yana, welcome, and everybody who is joining us. I see little numbers here, and it's I think 9 of us so far. So welcome everyone who is watching live. Please interact with me. Today is going to be about us. This is not about me looking good and smiling at you, although hopefully you enjoy a little smile as well. But it's mainly what this is about you and the value that I can bring and offer to you through my sharing, through my hopefully a little bit of knowledge as well, and you know, just us to hang and use our time wisely, you know, really connect, have a fun, and maybe even learn something from one another. So I'm just literally, Martina and I, we are just creating this space to be here for you guys. Today's theme that one of you requested, I think it was Lutska, it was, she requested me to do it, and let me read it to get it right. It's called How to Find Out What You Really Want to Do in Your Life and What Would Make You Happy. So how do we do it? My God, you know. So first of all, I want to hear from you guys, like what you do for your jobs, what do you do for your living, does it fulfill you, does it make you happy, do you feel energized, or do you feel like, oh God, you know, week is over and I can't wait for the weekend, and then Sunday evening you're like, oh my God, you have that horrible feeling in your stomach that you need to go back to work on Monday. You know, let me know what you do, what you're up to, and whether you can imagine your life being spent differently, because we all know we spend a lot of time at work, and you know, I'm sharing from my own experience before you guys share, before you talk to us. For many, almost like too many years, I was having a great job. I'm a very lucky girl. Since the beginning of my corporate career, I was working for a huge, whether couple of years in Slovakia since age of 18, and then since age of 21 here in UK in London City. I always worked in corporate environment for many years. Used to work for global financial organizations as a PA or executive assistant, and you know, my job was very well paid, and you know, I got to work with some very intelligent people and learn a lot. And you know, I can't complain really. I mean, my job's been really good. I got to learn a lot, and a lot of the skills that I learned, actually, I can't be ungrateful, because I met some amazing people and I also learned some amazing things. However, there was a point of my life where I actually physically couldn't do what I was doing anymore. And how it worked is that I was getting more and more tired, more and more exhausted, a bit depressed. It was kind of like I was dragging myself in, and then it got so bad actually that I was getting sick. And very strange things, especially since I came back from India. So you know what I do now. I teach yoga and I do my yoga projects, and I'm a social entrepreneur, and I coach people to live the life they love, or you know, to have the best life and be the best version they can possibly be of themselves. And I just kind of facilitate that kind of movement forwards in their life, and that's what fulfills me every single day. I feel like my life these days, the best way to describe it is bringing myself back to my experience in Africa when you know, we didn't have agenda. You just kind of, you've been in the middle of nowhere in a bushman land, and whatever needed to be done, you've been doing. So that's how my business looks like at the moment. I mean, of course, I've got a structure, and I've got my classes, and I've got my coaching calls, which one of them is actually after this call, after this live stream. I need to watch the time. But really, I'm just shining my light and making myself available out there, and then creating the projects that I'm listening to what you guys need, how I can the best fulfill on, you know, what people really asking for. And a lot of it was, you know, healing in the last few months, especially people coming to me in not only physical healing, but you know, healing of their soul, and yeah, gaining peace of mind and internal strength and happiness. And you know, like that is so my life is amazing at the moment. Like, I really, hand on my heart, it moves me every single day. On the way here, I had a extraordinary conversation with one mother who was begging me to, you know, like in a good way, to help her daughter, and I'm so privileged. I will try to find 15 minutes today to be able to speak to her today and to make a difference. So that's my life now. But someone was writing to me, let me see, Martina was saying, used to work in as a nursery teacher before I had my own children, haven't been back in the job since. Now I'm self-employed, working from home around my children and family, and I love it. Yes. Well, this is what I'm talking about, Martinka. And tell me your story. How did you get there, you know? I'm so missing you here. I really want you to talk about how did you get to this point. Was it scary? Was it easy? Was it like, oh, I can't take this anymore, I have to do something else? Or was it like kind of natural transition or progression? Did you work part-time first and you had your business on the side? Or did you hop onto it full on with both feet? Or did you have a savings? You know, like, because a lot of people, and I know this was my kind of big dilemma, you know. I tell you what was my dilemma. So, a very long story short, I was training in India years ago. I didn't want to become yoga teacher particularly, but when I was teaching in India, it just made so much sense. And I had a tremendously amazing teacher in Himalaya Yoga Valley in India. For this, I am very grateful to him. And not just one, I had several teachers there. And when I was doing my assignment, Lalit Kumar and my lovely teachers in India, you know, they put on my feedback form something like, Lucia, you are natural yogi. Like, you don't have to try. You are a yogi. You are that. And I didn't really, I mean, I'd heard it. It was very nice. But only years later, when I started really teaching my students, and, you know, like now, the kind of results people are coming to me, I understand what my teachers meant, what what they've been talking about, you know, like that kind. It took me years. So first thing that was stopping me was actually confidence, you know, having a confidence in myself that what I do actually brings a value to people. And I would say this stops many people. This, and also tiredness. You know, I was like so tired about my job that I couldn't even see anything else. You know, when you're like working 9 to 5, or in my case, sometimes like 7 to 10, you know, that wasn't unusual because I used to be like, I'm like real worker, you know, like, because I constantly felt like I'm not good enough. So I had to work really hard, you know. And of course I was like the best of the best. Oh, well, I don't know if I was the best of the best, but, you know, people have been very happy with me. But it cost me my health and my well-being, and the money wasn't more, and I was like exhausted. And then, yeah, so that was, so when I actually came back from India, it was really interesting. Straight from the airport, I came to work, my workplace. I had amazing boss actually at the time. I was very happy. I was earning a lot of money, which, you know, sometimes I say to my husband now, and he's like, really? Like, that much money you earned and you are a girl? So, you know, but I wasn't happy, guys. I thought, I mean, I was happy at the beginning because it was exciting and I got the teams going and I had a great team. And then suddenly I came back from India and I'd been made redundant. And I was like, what now? And, you know, it was that initial shock. And then I remember looking at the, you know, sky, because I was still jet lagged and stuff. And I was looking at the sky and I was like speaking to God, saying, okay, well, I will teach. Okay, I'll follow. I take that as a sign. And I remember leaving the office, and although they gave me redundancy pay, I was still like a little bit, I had that anxiety, like, you know, like in my chest, thinking, will anybody come to my classes? Will anybody pay me for what I do? You know? So, guys, you know, if you're ever in this stage, or if you are not even sure what you want to do, it's completely normal. Please, I wish someone told me those days, but I was so ashamed of my own insecurities that I didn't even ask anybody, like, how is it for them? Does that make sense? Okay, some of you are writing to me, so let me read that. Miriam is saying, hello Lucia, I'm stuck at the moment working in the office. Real rat race, darling, I feel you. Oh my god, sorry, I'm laughing. I know it's not funny when you're in it. I need to get out of it, but I'm missing the courage. Yeah, well, exactly. I do have a plan, what to do, but I'm scared. How do I break... I can't read anymore, but I think you are saying, how do I break through? Yes, exactly. Okay, let me jump across my bed, because there is my bookshelf. Bear with me a second. I'm going to show you one book that you will... I actually never got to read it because I had a breakthrough. I found my own way, but this might help you, okay? Just bear with me a second. Okay, here's one. And then... La la la. Oh. Okay. Oh yeah, here it is. I've got it! Okay. So, thank God for that. Oh, this is called Being Live. So I've got 2 books for you guys. One thing is that my ex-boss, can you believe it? My ex-boss... He was a CEO of this massive company. I'm not going to drop the names here, but massive company. And he loved me. He was French. He advised me this book, Corporate Crossovers, because I actually shared with him that I can't take it anymore in a corporate environment. This book is really good. I've never read it, guys, but it's a very good, clear book which will take you like step by step, you know. I mean, I managed to start earning money before I even got to read it, but it's a good book. and I still want to read it. I actually still want to read it because, you know, I would like to support people, and I'm even doing that now, you know, coaching people, maybe something useful. I'm sure I will learn some more. So this book, if you know, can't afford coaches like me, by the way, I coach people who are in their transition to either get through that transition or find what they love and what they're passionate about and to make money from it, or, you know, I will take you through the process. But, you know, this book is a good starting point. And yes, I think we mentioned this book on our last call. Stephen Covey, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And this is your personal workbook. I love this little book. Please, 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 if you want to start somewhere, you know, this is one of the books that you might want to do, you know, spend the time with. So this is 2 little books. Look at that, like dust on it. I need to clean my hands. So yeah, definitely that's your starting point, or one of the things that I can support you. But Miriam, you know, I'm happy to have a little call with you. If you want, just send me a message afterwards. You know, I see how I can support you. Martinka is saying, hopped in. Okay, so how you done it? You hopped in with both feet in. I love the opportunity to build my business from home and be my own boss. It's challenging, don't get me wrong, but if you don't change yourself, nothing happens. Yes, and I know, Martina, you're doing a lot of personal development yourself. Guys, if you want to build your own business, if you want to have your own, you know, brand and do what you're passionate about and earn money through it, you know, I would say personal development or having a coach or, you know, reading the books, the best is combination of it all. It's a must. You know, I will say, if you want to have a lasting kind of business that is going to not only bring you money, but also bring you joy, that is going to contribute to other people, you know, personal development and consistent growth of you as a person is an absolute must. I can't even emphasize this more. I've been doing it for 15 years. I am so passionate about what I do. I'm passionate about people I'm working with. Martina, who I'm having actually today, I have a last coaching call with her. I probably will cry at the end of it, because the way that girl shifted in past, well, it was more than 8 weeks. I gave her, I need to reconstruct my programs, but normally that 8 weeks, you know, it was phenomenal. I'm like so proud of her. So, you know, please, please, please. And if you don't know where to reach out for, you know, in terms of like what books or what, you know, where to start, a lot of you guys are already doing personal development. A lot of maybe you who are listening to this have done, you know, you know, even as much as me, you know, for many years. So I'm just kind of talking at the moment to those of you who might be watching and might have not done so much of it yet, or might not know where to find the access or more resources. So please let me know, because I've got a lot of resources how I can support you. So let me go through my little points, because we will be finishing 10 to 2, and my first, you know, thing that I would like to stick with is like where to start. So where to start to do what, to find out what you really want to do in life. And with this one, and please give me suggestions again, let's make it interactive. The first suggestion I would give is, and that's kind of what is happening to me as well. Okay, I'll give you an example, that's probably the best. So, you know, one of the things that I do yoga walks, right? And what it is like at the moment is like day trips out in nature. I take my London people out in the nature, and I do yoga with them, we do breathing, we hug some trees, we go to beautiful places. And do you know how this project started? It was me connecting with who I am. And I am a bit of a fairy. So I love to be in nature. I love green, water, forest. You dump me there, I stay. I don't want to go back to London ever, ever. You know, I'm just here because I love the multiculturality of this place and the amount of people I can impact and the connections and opportunities. But really, if I have a choice, every time I go out in the nature, and it is because when I was a little girl, my dad we used to be hiking, we used to be skiing. So what I'm trying to say with this, you know, connect, try to remember, and maybe take a piece of paper and write down what kind of things you used to enjoy when you've been a child. Now, it might be anything. It might be drawing. It might be, I don't know, writing poems. It might be, like, don't think about it like, yeah, right, but how can I make money from this thing? Don't worry about it. Just write down everything what makes you feel happy. That's called your passion. That's called your, you know, what makes you light up? Do you know what makes me light up? What makes me light up is literally everything what I do. Creativity. I used to be really like creative as a child, and I like variety. I love bringing people together. Oh my God. Do you know what I mean? I used to do as a kid. Me and my sister, we used to do these little concerts where she was playing on piano and I was singing, and we got whole family together. And do you know what was the best part? When my godfather brought a guitar and he was playing on a guitar, we've been all singing. So since a little child, I've been a little kid. I love bringing people together. And guess what? I'm just doing it. I'm doing it on my yoga classes. I'm doing it on my retreat. Oh yeah, retreat is another thing. What I do is bringing people together, making lasting difference in their life, and connecting them with who they truly are by bringing them back to nature. I really believe when we go back to nature, we really reconnect with who we truly are. Okay, so that was how I distinguish my passion. But guys, it took me years. Please don't try to do it like straight away. I'm doing this live show and I'm sharing with you, because if you take a moment to take that piece of paper and write down with what you used to love as a child, maybe some of those things you even forgot about. I bet you did. So, you know, just write it down, and is a good starting point. And share with your friends, you know, just have a conversation with people, with your friends. Like say, do you know what, when I used to be 8, you know, I used to like, I don't know, maybe it's the most ridiculous thing in the world. Just come back to who you are by what you've been then. Because we didn't really fundamentally change from the times when we've been little children, you know. I mean, we are still the same people in our core. Does that make sense? Yeah? Okay, so that's the first little exercise for you. Let me read your comments again. Martina is saying, I recommend the book Dare to Dream and Work to Win by Tom Barrett. Yes, another 2 amazing books. Brilliant. Yes. So, until you send the next comments, let me move to the next point. We've got another 15 minutes or so, 20 minutes, because I started a little bit late. So, I just shared with you where to start. You know, talk to people. You know, the best advice, and actually it's something what my uncle gave me, and then later on personal development also shared, but really it was my uncle who said, you know, share about your world, but not kind of share that you moan and whinge about how it's miserable, your life, but share with the world what you really want. You know, like, dare to dream. Yeah, dare to ask for what you really want in life. And, you know, for me, for many years, guys, if I'm honest, I didn't even dare to dream. you know. I didn't even, what I had was enough, and you know, what I have now is is really enough. Even then it was enough, but the difference is that now I dare to dream, and I dare to dream big. And people don't dare to dream big because as a human beings we are really worried that we will fail. Does anybody recognize that? Like, I had so much fear of failure, guys. But the best way to get rid of a fear of failure is actually fail. That's the God's honest truth. When I was coaching on self-expression and leadership programs a few years ago, I had this massive project I created supporting people suffering of Parkinson's disease, bringing families together, make a documentary film. My dad at the time has been diagnosed with Parkinson's, and I fall apart. And my project fall apart. And although I was trying to pull it together, you know, I failed miserably. So much so that the lady from the institute, she sent me this email, and it was really not nice. I remember reading it on a train, and I just fall apart completely. I failed so badly. The project didn't go ahead. What did happen is even something better. I made a documentary film about my father and his life, which is the most precious thing we have as a family. You know, so not every failure is a failure. Last week something happened in my life, total failure. I mean, I can think about it, total failure, but I'm not. I mean, it's taking me time to recover and grieve, and it's not easy, I'm not gonna lie. I find myself even these days being on my knees, but the only way, guys, to live your life fully and to achieve something, and when I say achieve, it's not just money, not just success, like people think that you are like this you know, amazing person. Yes, it's nice when people clap, when people like you, but what is the most important is internal happiness that nobody can give you, because it's inside you. It's the sense of purpose, it's the sense of fulfillment, is that true connection with who you really are, and that nobody can give you. People can direct you, people can support you, they can, you know, if you're open enough, you will even find yourself watching video like this, which is no coincidence that you're listening to this, and then it's up to you guys what you want to do with it. So, yeah, I hope this is helping. Someone is writing to me, yes, people stop dreaming. Yes, so our Martina would agree with me that, you know, let's go back and not just dreaming, but, you know, get committed to what you really want. Like, spend the time, take the time to get out of your usual self and try to get out of your usual environment and try to take a time to think what you really want in life. That's one of the reasons why I do yoga walks or yoga retreats. I'm taking people for 6 days out of their normal environment in the nature, where I literally create this space where I pamper them to death. Not just pamper them, but it will be challenging. These guys don't know what's coming. But you know, I challenge people, whether I'm coaching them, whether I'm, you know, whether they come to my classes. I never said it's going to be easy, but same as for me, if they are brave and courageous enough, and if there is a trust, and they choose, they take an action, there is something amazing, literally miracles at the end, on the other side for them. And you know, that's just something very beautiful. So dare to dream, take an action, and yeah, keep on believing in yourself no matter what is happening, and surround yourself with environment and the kind of people and the support that you need on your way. Because, you know, although I'm courageous, like I'm very courageous, this is one of my, and very hardworking as well. You know, the truth is, without the people in my life and without reaching out to people, you know, I wouldn't do what I do, I wouldn't be successful the way I am successful, I wouldn't have opportunities to make a difference to so many people. So I keep on being grateful for all those who are either walking on the same journey as I, or, you know, supporting me in this, or giving me opportunity to support them. Yes, Martina is saying failure is making us stronger. That's absolutely true. Yarka is saying I love sports, used to play volleyball for a team, went on holiday in April. I don't know what you're saying here. This man next to me was smashing the ball so hard I was scared. You're probably talking about your son. And decide to stick with yoga. Yeah, Jarka is my fellow yoga teacher. She's lovely Slovakian girl. I can't read anymore, Jarka. It doesn't let me here. Mirka is saying amazing talk. Baran, darling, I'm so happy you're here. Baran is saying, Lucia, I wrote note to send it to you today, and it is all about what you are saying. My God, it is amazing what is happening. Guys, can I just say, Baran, I literally called you to this chat because when I was talking about people who are courageous, you know, you proved with your courage to me, like you are just like me. You are like such a reflection of who I am. Guys, can I just share this? Baran is my dear friend from Arsenal and from my classes that I do in Arsenal. And on Saturday, I just noticed this girl glowing. I mean, she was standing right in the front row and she was glowing. She was just smiling all the way through. On my class, it was a lot of people, but Baran was shining. Oh, my Lord. And Baran, I said to her, she just took me on a side at the end, because I think a week ago I showed her something. And a week later, you know, I was like, what happened to this girl, you know? And she shared with me something very beautiful. Baran, I'm out of courtesy, I'm not going to share this publicly, but she shared with me something beautiful that really touched my heart about her breakthrough in life and what is happening in her life. And, you know, I am so happy, Baran, but it really is because of your courage, because of your trust in me. And love towards me as a teacher, because it's that's all it is, you know. You just connected with me, darling, and you trusted me. So really, I mean, I know you keep on saying thank you to me, but you know, I just provided a space for you to have this amazing breakthrough. And don't worry, you won't lose it. It's here to stay. Just nurture it like a little flower. Just water it. You know, it's here for you to stay. Okay, I love you very much. Yes, any more comments, guys? Baran is saying, I will try to finish note and send it to you today. Fear of disappointment. Yes, fear of disappointment, we all have it. Fear of losing what your heart wants to reach. Fear of failure. Fear of losing what your mind wants to achieve. Guys, there are so many fears. Fear of rejection, right? Like, why are we still single sometimes? Because we are saying we want to be in relationship, we are saying we want to be in love, but what we are doing really, oh, not too much, not too much. I'm not going to call first. No, he didn't reply, you know, too many words, like that, you know. So fear of rejection, fear of not being loved, fear of being excluded. These are all our fears that carry on with us from the very beginning of the, you know, and as we grow older, guess what, you know, it's piling up. So we really need to, and yoga is fantastic, and meditation as well, coaching, personal development in general, healing is fantastic access how we can't get rid of our fears, but we can clear the space that is in the way, things that happen in the past, you know, like clear it up. And also find the regular daily practice that is serving you in life. Someone was calling me on my phone, so that's why it was a little interruption. So just finding the regular system and practice for yourself, so you can actually you can be profoundly connected with yourself, and you will stop finding answers out there. Nobody's got an answer for you out there. There is no one coming to save you, to rescue you. There's no one coming. That was one of my biggest lessons. When I was sick in Spain, I realized there's no one coming. Hospital is too far. None of that is gonna happen. I have to, you know, I really had to self-heal, and I did. Okay, so what else you are saying, guys? Hi, it's nice what you say. I feel not happy about my work. I feel I miss something in my life, and that I'm not good enough to open my own business. I know, darling. Lucy, is the common fear of everyone. And you know, I know at the beginning I had no idea about business. I actually didn't even, I failed few businesses. I totally, like, I lost money. Oh my god, my husband can tell you the stories. He was like so angry with me because I was helping hundreds of people. I was not making any money whatsoever, and and it's just heartbreaking, and I was like burning out. I can tell you the stories, but the confidence is a big part of it, Lucy. It really is about starting from the beginning and looking at where, you know, why are you not confident, and it will be coming back to your childhood. There is like something, you know, there is a program called Landmark Worldwide, guys, check it out. It's fantastic. It's one of the best personal development tools I ever experienced in my life. I'll send you a link, guys, if you want, have a look at it. There are even like free introductions that they do where you can look at area of your life that is not working or not working as well as you would like it to. And then you move forward. So if the area of your confidence, this is what you want to work on, Lucy, I highly recommend them, or, you know, have a call with you. I see how I can support you. Baran is saying, it is love. I'm trusting love. Namaste. Yes, of course. And you recognize this love because you have it in your heart, my darling. Your name means rain, but, you know, if your name means rain, then rain must be falling down on me in the form of a sun, because you're nothing but sunlight for me. Yanka is saying, fear to say no sometimes, fear to ask for help. I think we should be like getting like fear, maybe next subject. Let me know actually what you want to talk about it next, guys. Maybe next time we can bring the subject of fear. There's a lot of fear and anxiety, especially now with what's going on in politics and, you know, the world going on. So maybe we can talk actually about fear next time, next Wednesday at lunchtime. Definitely, it's completely new subject. Or new, it's not new, it's old subject. Dennis is saying, exciting discussion I have had with many young people who often know what they don't like. Yes, I can't, can I read more? Oh, what they don't like. For myself, I love to teach, coach, especially. I can't actually see a whole message, but Daniel, I get a glimpse of what you're talking about, Dennis. As if you are a coach, I'm like so happy, because we need more coaches. We need more people who, you know, who are going to support people. That's all it is. I'm so happy you found your passion and you are doing what you love, and hopefully you are getting, you know, recognized for it, and you are getting paid good money for it. Just to move on, guys, we've got 5 more minutes because I started 6 more minutes later, so I'm going to finish this on time. So yeah, what to do next when you know what you are passionate and happy about? Well, as I said, start sharing it. I would say start sharing it, start talking with your friends, start sharing it with people who you feel comfortable with. Start opening up and talk about what is important to you. If you like I don't know, if you like drawing, Google places and go hang around with people who kind of are more successful than you are, and you know, find the way how they do things, how they got to the place where they got to. Get inspired, read the books, do a lot of personal development. Guys, I know it feels like hard work, and guess what? It is. You know, it is a lot of work that you need to put into doing what you love, earning money. Nobody is going to make it easy for you. You are going to fail, you are going to be on your knees, you're going to work, I mean, depends how quick you want it. Or, well, there's no quick solution anyway for nothing. Like, God's got its plans, and, you know, it's just, I mean, there's so much I want to tell you, but I've got only about like 6 minutes. So I would just say, surround yourself and create a support for yourself, whether it's a coach like Dennis and I, or it's you know, go to yoga. That's like perfect space where you can reconnect with yourself. So actually choices that you make, they are like powerful ones for you, and you can, because it's all a journey, guys, it's nowhere to get to, you know, like, yeah, it's all about like really enjoying the journey. That's one thing that I would say. We are all up and down, but as long as I, you know, enjoy the moment and still enjoy to wake up in the morning, and I have a reason to wake up because I know that today I'm going to do something that is going to make a difference. That's what fulfills me, and move forward in life and experience something new and meet new people, you know, then it's worth it. You know, then it doesn't matter, you know, how many people come to my retreat or how many people come to my class, because I know people will be just there because you reconnect with your light, you're shining your light, and, you know, that's all you need. Just shine your light, reconnect with your light. In your own way, your own unique way. Don't try to do what I do or what somebody else does. Get inspired by people, but do it. Make it yours. And the last thing I wanted to say, how to make money doing what you love. Now, this is a huge subject, guys. Like, millions of books has been written on this. I can't really recap it in 3 minutes, as you can imagine. What would I say? First of all, how I can just share from myself. What I'm finding through coaching people, you know, very talented people. I coach some amazing people. Like, really, this girl who I got a call with just in a literally 10 minutes time from now, Martina is literally one of these people who I'm thinking, if you only can see what I see. You know, what I say, most of us being stopped from earning money what we love, we think that we are being stopped by not being good enough. It's complete nonsense. We all have a value. We all have so much to give to others. Yes, a lot of times we need to study, we need to improve. There's always, like my husband says, there's always scope for improvement, right? And I will encourage everyone to keep on growing, keep on nurturing yourself. But once you get your qualification, even if you like qualify as a, I don't know, yoga teacher. I support now yoga teachers. I've got this huge community of yoga teachers who just started and they need that opportunity for first yoga class to teach, or for first, you know, job opportunities, for first £30 they can earn from a little yoga class somewhere in London. And I'm always happy to give this opportunity because I remember how it was for me when I started. You know, I would give anything because I didn't believe in myself. I didn't believe that anybody is going to listen to me. I didn't even dream about that I will be talking to you from this space right now, you know, and I'm grateful I went through all that because I can share it authentically, and I can tell you, please don't, if you really love something, if you found something that you like and that you're passionate about, whether it's drawing or whether it's, you know, whatever is fulfilling you, you know when it's right. You know when it's in your heart because you will feel it, you will talk about it till cows come home. Yes? It's very easy, and if you're not sure, you know, do that first exercise. Start with that. So yeah, earning money, doing what you love, it's about recognizing your own self-worth. What you're worth, what you know, realizing that you have a value. A million people can tell you. You need to feel it in your heart, and you need to take an action. Like what helped me is that I was scared, you know, some of the things that I do, you know, like, my God, you know, like, but I done it anyway. So another book is good, like, it's called Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway. I think we mentioned it before. So, you know, do it anyway, take an action. Your brain is going to tell you all sorts of things, you know, it's like, yep, 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 yep. You know, turn it into Mickey Mouse voice, or do whatever, you know, works for you. It doesn't work for me, actually. I just kind of, when my little voice in my head is saying, you know, who are you to tell people anything? You're so young. Are they listening to you? I'm like, okay, I hear you, my voice, you know, it's okay, brain. You know, I love people and I dare to share. Because no, I'm not everyone. I'm not someone who knows everything. That's not why I'm doing this. I'm just providing a space, you know, for you guys to maybe have a little thought about something. You know, I don't know what you will get out of it. Let me know. But yeah, earning money doing what you love is fundamentally about your self-worth. And then if you're coming from that space, if you reconnect with who you truly are, then things just come to your life. You can read about a lot of books, how to make money, la la la. And yeah, technology theory helps as well. But fundamentally, you know, start with what is really important. What is that core thing? Because if you're not feeling worthy of making money, you can be the best painter, yoga teacher, presenter, you know, whatever you do in the world. If you don't feel like you're worth it and your service is worth it, nobody will pay you for it. So that would be probably my best, you know, kind of advice. Guys, I'm going to wrap it up now, as I'm kind of overrunning. I need to prepare for my next call. Hopefully this gave you a value. I love you guys. I do this because you inspire me. Please let me know what you want to talk about next time. Next Wednesday we are going to be here at 1 o'clock UK time, hopefully with Martina, if she will sort out the technology, because I enjoy this much more when we do it in pairs. So let us know what you want to talk about. We listen to you and we provide a space so we can all share. I'm just going to scan through your comments. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Martina is saying brilliant call. It is amazing how focused you keep talking through this live streaming. Oh my God, I'm glad I'm focused, because that's my downside, guys. Sometimes I just waffle, so I had to prepare something, so I focus. Good, good, good. Thank you for appreciating it. Alejandro is saying you rock. Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone. We live only once, that's right. I do what I love, do it with passion, and things will work out. That's right. And just have a patience, guys. Everything takes time. Everything in life takes time. Everything. So yeah, patience, love. Do it from the space of unconditional love, and people will know, people will feel it. I love you. Have to go now. Have a good day, guys. I love you lots. Write to me. Let us know what is coming up for you. I really want to know what this call brought you, okay? Don't tell me I'm amazing. I'm just nothing special. I'm just daring to do this, okay? Yeah, let me know how are you doing. Let me know if you have any questions. We are here for you, okay?